Hey, hi everybody, welcome. If you have a strap, go ahead and grab it and tie it or, loop it, attach it to create a big loop. And I'd say make the loop about the length of your leg from your heel to your hip or so. If you tend to be really tight in the hamstrings, you might make it a little longer. And if you tend to be really loose in the hamstrings, you might make it a little shorter. But you can always adjust it later. If you don't have a strap, that's okay. You can do this without a strap. You can also use, like a bathrobe tie or a tie or a belt, or just don't worry about it. We'll use our hands. I'll give you lots of options. Go ahead and put the strap aside. And as you're ready, just come to your seat. Sit up nice and tall and lengthen the spine. And then just let the eyes start to close either completely or find a soft gaze to the earth. And start to bring your awareness into the present moment. Awareness is typically the first step for almost anything. You have to be aware of it before you can change it or present with it. We'll open the ears, notice sounds around you. Notice the air on the skin. Maybe the clothing resting on the skin. Continue to go inward, feeling the gentle movement of the body as a result of the natural flow of the breath. And you might start to welcome a deeper breath in and a deeper breath out. Full inhale, full exhale. Use the breath to shift you deeper into the present moment, here and now. Longer, slower exhales, letting go of whatever it took to get here. Taking another few breaths, letting the jaw surrender by parting the back teeth and the lips. And just noticing. You might be noticing that this is more challenging for you today, and that's okay if that's what's happening. Just stick with it. You'll be moving short enough. Let's bring the hands together in front of the heart. If there's an intention you're working with or anything that surfaces for you today, feel free to bring that in now. And to seal those intentions, begin our practice, unite as one. We'll find a nice cleansing breath. Big full inhale. Big releasing exhale. Gently bowing down to our heart space, our wisdom, our beauty, our grace. Releasing the hands to the knees or thighs, we're going to gently make our way down onto our back body. So we'll go ahead and come to lay down. Make sure that strap is within reach. Come down however you would like. And when you do get down, let the knees bend with the feet on the floor. As long as that feels okay. And just take a few breaths there. Let the whole back body connect to the earth. Notice each point of connection. Take 2 mindful belly breaths. Big inhale all the way to the belly. Big exhale. One more just like that. With the knees bent, feet on the floor, reach the arms straight up towards the sky, palms face each other. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Take a nice full breath in and out. Let the shoulders relax to the floor. We're not reaching up towards the ceiling. Those shoulder blades should be flat still. Now on the next inhale, we're going to reach the arms up and over the head and extend the left leg long. Flex the left foot. Stretch from the fingertips to the toes. And then inhale, bring the fingers up towards the sky and bend that left knee and place the foot back down. Inhale, fingertips go back, right leg extends, nice big stretch. And then bend the knee, bring the arms back up. One more time, left leg extends, arms extend over. Stretch it long, press energy out the heel and out the fingertips. And this time, as the fingertips come up, we're going to bend the knee and bring it into the chest. Bring the hands around that knee, pull the knee gently in. Nice full breath here. Extend the right leg long if you choose to. You can also keep it bent. Big inhale, big exhale. Send that left leg straight up towards the sky. Release the hands down to the floor or the belly, and just find some circles with the ankle. Let the circles be as big as they can be and really tune in to the sensations. And then go in the opposite direction. And then pause, wiggle the toes a little bit, and flex that foot. We're going to bend the left knee, bring the hands around that knee again, pull the knee in towards the chest. This time either stay here or let the heart reach up towards the knee, using the core strength. So we're not reaching with the head or the chin. The neck should be pretty relaxed, even though the head lifts. Think about the heart reaching towards the knee. One more breath. And then very gently relax the head and shoulders down. And then we'll release that foot to the floor with bent knee. Go ahead and bend the other knee and place the foot to the floor. Take a nice big belly breath in and out. Let's reach those fingertips towards the sky, palms face each other. Reach the fingertips above the head, extend the right leg long, flex that foot, stretch it out long. And then go ahead and reach those fingers towards the ceiling, bend the knee, place it back down. One more time, we're gonna reach the leg long, right leg long, arms up and over the head, stretch, stretch, stretch. And this time we bring the right knee into the chest, hands come around the knee, pull the knee into the chest. And either stay there or extend the left leg long, flex that left foot. Nice big breath. Feel free to stay there or extend that right leg straight up towards the sky, relax the arms, and we'll find some circles with the ankle. Staying connected and present in your body and your breath. And then going in the other direction with your circles. And flexing the foot, wiggle the toes. And go ahead and bend that knee, bring the hands around the knee, pull it into the chest. And either stay there or start to pull the heart up towards the knee. Try to relax the head. You might turn it from side to side. You might shake a little, that's okay. Another breath. And then gently release the head and shoulders down. Release both feet to the floor with bent knees. Big belly breath in and out. Let's take the hands up and over the head, clasp the wrist, rest the arms up and to the floor above you. Now, if with bent elbows here, if your elbows and shoulders do not rest comfortably on the floor, you might want to do more of a wide V to give space for the shoulders to surrender. You could always keep the hands down by your side or just keep them wide if that's better for you. Take the feet a little wider from left to right, so they're outside of the hips, and we just windshield wiper. Windshield wiper those knees from side to side. Feel free to take it all the way down or keep it pretty shallow. Whatever feels good in your body. Take it slow, tune into the massage of the low back and the sacrum. Keep that low belly slightly engaged to help support pulling the knees back up. And we'll take 2 breaths on each side, so just hang out on one side, take a nice full breath in and full breath out. One more. Next inhale, big breath in As you exhale, pull the tummy towards the spine and bring the knees up through center. And then we release to the other side. Nice big breath. And just surrender to the other side. Big inhale, big exhale. One more full breath. Inhale and exhale, pull the tummy in, lift the knees up through center. And then go ahead and bring those knees to your chest. Wrap your arms around the knees, a little rock and roll. Feel into the massage. Feel into the connection with the earth. And then pause, let the feet come to the floor with bent knees. You're going to grab hold of your strap. And a little hint, the place where the strap connects the, I forget what you call this, the D-ring, I think. Don't put that near your hands. Put it kind of in the middle so it's not near your hands or your foot. And if you don't have a strap, I'll show you what to do next. If you have a strap, we're going to get a little fancy with this. So if it doesn't work, sometimes doing this without being in there to help you doesn't work so easily. So I'll give you an option if that's the case for you. But we're going to take the strap around the heel. Let's start with the left foot. Around the heel and pull all the material into the inside of the leg. So hopefully you can see mine. And we take all the material, the two straps on the inside of the leg, it's wrapped around the heel. And then the hands go into prayer position, palm to palm, straight up towards the ceiling. The strap is between the pointer finger and the thumb. And then just let the arms grow heavy over the head, gently pulling the leg towards you. And you can stay there, or you can extend the right leg long, either now or in a few breaths. We'll be here for a little bit. Now, if you got all messed up with the strap and it was too much, just put it around the ball of the foot. It's fine. It can be a little harder to do it this way because you kind of have to point the toes. And then if you don't have a strap, or you have something short, you can always hold it like this. And of course, if you don't have a strap, just put your hands behind your leg and just press energy out the heel. You'll still get in there the same way. You can always walk the hands further up the leg at any point. Wherever you are, let's just breathe. Breathe into those sensations. And if your arms are up and over the head, try to get yourself in a position where the arms can just be heavy and you're not working too hard. Now, if this is not comfortable for you, change it. You can take the strap around the elbows. Some people like doing it that way. Or just don't use the hands at all like that. Just hold on to the strap with the hands. That's fine too. Let's take another few mindful breaths. Big inhales, big exhales. Just breathe. Soften the jaw and the face. Just big breaths in and out. Another 2 full breaths. You got it. We're still breathing. Good. Now, take your left hand, grab halfway up the strap, grab both straps, and just let your right arm rest out from your side. We're going to guide the leg out to the left. Now, option, flex that left foot. The option comes with either the hand can rest on the right hip to help keep it down, or bend that right knee and let the right knee fall out to the right. That's going to help balance you out. And then just take a few breaths. Make sure that left foot is flexed and you're pressing energy out the left heel. Nice big belly breath in and out. My left leg is out to the side. I just have a wall there, so it kind of looks like it may not be out, but it is. Big breath in, big breath out. Try not to let that left leg kerplunk on the floor. If it goes all the way to the floor, pull on the strap more to bring the toes up higher towards you, and it'll lift that leg off the floor a bit. All right, big inhale. As you exhale, squeeze the inner thighs towards each other, low back pressing towards the earth. Beautiful. Now the right leg needs to straighten to get out of the way. You can always just get a micro bend. And then we're going to guide, take the strap in your right hand and guide the leg just a little bit across the midline, keeping the left hip on the floor. Left hip stays on the floor. The left leg is just going across the midline. Flex that foot. Take a nice full breath in and out. Good. Another big inhale, big exhale. And we'll continue to let that leg fall over to the other side so the left hip lifts off the ground. And the left arm reaches out from the shoulder. We find a twist. Press energy out that heel. Nice full breath in, full breath out. I'm not going to stay long. Just take 2 more breaths. On the next inhale, lift that leg back up through center. Very carefully release your strap. If you have it, go ahead and bend that knee. Place the foot to the floor, bend both knees, feet to the floor. You might take the feet wide, let the knees rest in, and just take a breath or two in constructive breath, letting that all kind of settle in. With your awareness on the belly breath, in and out. Bring the feet hip distance, so bring them in a bit. Grab hold of your strap if you're using one. Lift the right leg, and we place it around the heel from the back end. You have to go in from the back, near the heel, and then both strips of the material is going on the inside of the right foot. So it's a little hard to show you on this side. Hopefully you see it. As always, you can do it the more traditional way also if that works better for you. And then take the palms together again. Fingertips go straight up towards the sky. Arms are straight here. And let the arms just be heavy. Adjust this how you need to. If it's too much, let some of the strap go wider or release the hands in a different way. Maybe the left leg stays bent, maybe it straightens. Soften the jaw and the face. This is one of those that it tends to work better if the strap is longer because the arms can come up and over the head and just be a natural weight. Otherwise, we're just kind of pulling with the arms. So you kind of have to play with it to figure out what works for you. Nice full breaths in and out. Soften the jaw. Breath. Another couple breaths here. Let's take that right hand halfway up the strap, grab hold of both straps. Left hand either to the left hip or bend that left knee. Let the left knee fall out to the left as the right leg falls out to the right. You can bend the elbow and use it like a kickstand. Maybe. May or may not work for you. Take a few breaths. Remember to flex that right foot, press energy out that heel. Try not to kerplunk the leg all the way to the floor. If it goes to the floor, then pull on the strap to get it up and off of the floor and bring it closer to your head. You know, some of you are like, to the floor, what? Just you do you. Just giving options for everybody. Take another deep, full breath. Make sure both hips are plugged into the floor. On the next exhale, squeeze inner thighs together to lift the legs back up through center. Then we straighten the left leg, either all the way or just part way. Take the strap into the left hand, right arm comes out from the shoulder. And just gently cross the midline. Right hip stays on the floor here. Yep, we're just taking the foot across the midline. Right hip stays on the floor. Breathe. Take a big breath. And then allow that foot to continue to cross the midline. The right hip lifts off the ground. Keep that right leg straight. I'm going to bend mine just because I have a wall here. And take a few breaths. Press energy out that right heel. Try to keep the right shoulder melted to the floor. Take a big breath in and out. Nice big inhale. As you exhale, pull belly to spine and unroll yourself back up through center. When you get there, release the strap. You can put it aside, bend both knees. Place the feet to the floor. Nice full breath in and out. Stretch the legs long. You might take the arms up and over the head. We're just going to keep the hips rooted down and shimmy the upper body over to the left. You might shimmy the legs over to the left, any amount. If you want to deepen this, cross right ankle over left with legs straight, or don't. I'm just going to take a few breaths here. We won't be here long, so take the breaths deep and full, filling the whole right side of the body. Big inhale, big exhale. Going on your own rhythm, your own breath. One more deep, full breath, breathing whole down the whole right side of the body. Big full exhale. Go ahead and shimmy yourself back through center. Bring the knees into the chest before doing the other side. And just even out the spine and realign things, a little rock and roll. And then let the legs grow long again. Arms up and over the head and clasping wrists rather. You can always find that wide V. And then keep the hips rooted down as you shimmy the upper body and the lower body over to the right. Both hips are down on the floor, both shoulders are down on the floor. Hopefully both elbows are down on the floor. Deep full breaths into the left side of the body. Another full breath in and out. And one more mindful inhale down the whole left side. Mindful exhale. And shimmy back through center. Bring the knees back up into the chest. A little rock and roll, realigning things. And then placing the feet to the floor with bent knees. Bring those heels as close to the hips as they'll go. Hands rest down by your hips, palms face down. We're going to move through a little moving bridge here. Inhale, start to lift the hips, squeeze those glutes. Let the knees reach forward, lift as far as you choose. And then as you exhale, lower down. It might be one vertebra at a time using your core strength. If that does not work for your back today, just lower down nice and straight. That's where I'm going to be because I'm having some back issues today. Let's inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. We'll do two more nice and mindful movements. Slow and steady. Don't forget to use that core strength to lower you down nice and stable. Let's make this the last one. And in the hips, land to the earth. Take a nice big breath in and out. Bring the knees to the chest, hands come behind the thighs this time. Roll forward and back. And then either roll yourself all the way up or press yourself to the side. And that's where I'll be going today. And then make your way all the way up. Straighten the legs out in front of you. Pull the flesh out from underneath. Sit up nice and tall. Find lengthen the spine. Fix your hair if you need to. Let your arms come down by your side. Dandasana. Press down, lift up. Pull the tummy in. Flex the feet. Nice full breath. Pulling everything back into center here. We're going to bend the right knee, bringing the foot to the floor. Bring the heel in as close as you choose. Mine's going to come out a little bit today due to my sore back. Lengthen up through the spine. We're going to take the left hand to the right knee. And then the right hand's going to sweep up like you're drawing a big rainbow. Ta-da! Open the heart over to the side. Reach the fingertips as far back behind you. And then place them to the floor. Go ahead and flex that left foot. Pull the knee towards the midline. Lengthen up through the spine. And then the gaze can go behind you if you want to get the neck involved. Let's take a few good breaths here. Big inhale, big exhale. Inhale, length, exhale, depth. Don't push yourself anywhere further than where you are. Just let your breath guide you in deeper. Have a big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, sit up tall, reach the fingertips behind you, up towards the ceiling, come back around through center. When you arrive, straighten that leg, pull the flesh out, sit up nice and tall, Dandasana. Inhale, big exhale. Left knee bends, foot flat to the floor, anywhere along the leg. Lengthen up the spine. Take your right hand to the knee, left arm sweeps forward and up. Big breath in as you stretch the arm further behind you. Take the hands to the floor, gently pulling the knee towards the midline. Relax the shoulders, open the heart to the side. Let your right foot have a little flex to it. Maybe look behind you, getting the neck more open. Nice full breaths here. Inhale, big exhale. On the next inhale, reach the fingertips to the sky. Exhale all the way around. When you arrive, come back to center. Dandasana. Big breath in, big breath out. And take the soles of the feet together, knees wide. Turn to face you. You don't have to pull the heels all the way in. Keep them a little further away, a little more of a diamond shape. I'm going to actually use some blocks underneath my knees today to soften this up. If you want to soften it up, you can do the same. Otherwise, just let the knees surrender to gravity. You might start with the hands behind you. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Lift the heart. Press through the fingertips to lift yourself up and out of the pelvic bowl. Relax the shoulders, soften the jaw. Take a nice full breath. See if you can release the legs to gravity anymore. Feel free to stay just as you are or take the hands forward. Melt in. Try to keep length in the spine. Hands can reach even further forward, or you can take forearms underneath the legs if that's accessible for you today. I'm going to stay nice and tall, long spine, shoulders rolling back, heart lifted. You do you. And take another few mindful breaths, letting the knees surrender to the earth. Full breath in and out. Root the hands down. Start to press the earth away. Use your low tummy pulling in to help support you. Lift up. And then take the hands to the knees. Pull those knees together. Go ahead and make your way to tabletop. Hands and knees. If you have blocks, have them at the top of the mat. If you want to pad your knees, feel free to do that. When you get there, spread the fingers wide, ground down through fingertips and the ball joint behind the big, not the big toe, the ball joint behind the pointer finger and the thumb. Ground down, shoulders roll back, gaze is on the floor out in front of you so the neck is neutral, low tummy pulls in. Let's move through a little cat-cow here. Inhale, open the heart, tailbone lifts, belly drops a bit. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, pull the heart and the belly button to the ceiling. Just move through a few more at your own pace. Last one. And bring yourself to a neutral spine. When you arrive, we extend the right leg behind you. You keep the leg lifted or keep the toes to the ground. You square the hips to the earth. Low tummy pulls in. Option, left fingertips can come forward or lift up. Press down to extend further away from you. One more breath here. And mindfully release back down. Left leg extends behind you, either toes to the ground or lift. Flex the foot, press energy out that heel. Right fingertips either stay where they are, crawl forward, or extend up and out. Press the earth away, low tummy pulls in, another breath. One more inhale, one more exhale. And release down. Let the knees come wide. We'll wiggle the hips back towards the heels. A few breaths in child's pose. And nice full breaths in and out. And down through the hands, start to lift yourself back up into tabletop. We're going to lift and lower through what we just did. So on the inhale, right leg extends, maybe the left arm extends, maybe it stays down. And then exhale, lower down. Try not to move the torso. Be nice and sturdy in the torso like you have a tray of crystal on your back. Left leg lifts, inhale, right arm, and then exhale, lower. Just keep going with your breath. Every inhale lifts, every exhale lowers. You don't want that tray of crystal to fall, so stay nice and sturdy in the torso. Slow and mindful. And then coming back through center. When you arrive in center, we're going to take the right leg out to the side. Seal the pinky edge to the earth. Toes are facing forward, so I'm not so sure you can see where my foot is. There we go. That thing. And then toes will face forward, pinky edge seals down. Right. Shoulders roll back. Find a little bit of cow. So a little arch in the back, tailbone lifts. Big breath in and out. Feel free to stay like that or walk the hands forward. Melt the heart to the earth. Hips reach back. Forehead might come down. Press through the fingertips, sending the hips further behind you. Another breath. Inhale, lift the head and heart, walk the hands back under the shoulders. And mindfully bring that right leg in. And then we're going to take the left leg out to the side. Toes point forward, pinky edge of the foot seals down. Lengthen up. Everything else is still in tabletop. Let yourself find a little bit of that cow pose. Tailbone lifts, heart lifts. Either stay there or start to walk the hands forward, dropping head and heart towards the floor, but pressing the floor away from you, sending the hips further back. Nice full breath in, full breath out. Go ahead. Begin to root down through the hands, lift the head and heart. Bring those hands under the shoulders. Go ahead and bring that leg in. And when you arrive, get those hands forward. Shift shoulders over wrists. So we're kind of modified plank here. Shoulders are over wrists. Tummy is lifted. We're not dropping down. Keep the tummy lifted. Press the earth away. Another breath here. Slowly lower to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra. Pelvis and feet root to the earth. Elbows and shoulders reach back. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift. Remember, it's more about reaching the crown of the head forward than up. Exhale, lower. And last one, inhale, lift. This time we'll stay here. Root through the pelvis and the tops of the feet and maybe float the hands up an inch off the floor. Squeeze the elbows in by the ribs. One more breath. And lower back down. Full breath here, resting on the earth. And we press up through tabletop. Curl the toes. And make your way to plank and downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk out your dog. Bending one knee, bending the other knee. Press the hips further back. Shake the head yes and no, relaxing the neck. Shoulders roll away from the ears. Nice full breath where you are. Feel free to stay in down dog or even come to child's pose. We're going to move through one vinyasa together if you'd like to join. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, either keep knees lifted or lower them to the earth and lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra, cobra or upper facing dog. Exhale, release. Roll the toes, press up through plank or tabletop. Back into down dog. Nice full breath. Look to the front of the mat, walk the feet forward, coming to a forward fold at the top of the mat. Ground through the feet, let the tailbone lift a little. Nice full breath. Root down through the feet, straight back, straight legs, or a little bend in the knees, actually straight arms, reaching out to the side. All the way up, reverse swan dive. Hands to the heart. Take a nice full breath in, full breath out. Bend the knees, inhale, sweep those arms all the way up. And we exhale, swan dive, forward fold, all the way down. Bend the knees to bring your hands to the earth. Let's step back with the right leg. Find that low lunge. And drop the back knee down, uncurl the toes. You can grab blocks here, maybe coming up on the high block. You might take the left foot forward a little teeny bit and heel toe it forward, bend into the knee, get into the hips a little more. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart as though there's a string attached to it. And then dropping the hips forward, but also squeezing inner thighs together so we don't just clunk into that hip opening. Let's take another deep full breath. All right. Take the right block, bring it to a low setting so it's sturdy. Right hand grounds to the block or the earth. Left arm lifts for a twist. Nice big breath here. Let's reach the left arm behind you, down. We're going to windmill, so take it forward and back up. One more time, windmill it, back, down, forward and up. Nice full breath in your twist. And then release that hand to the ground. Take your blocks away, curl the back toe, lift the back knee. We're going to step it back, down dog. Move through your vinyasa your way, whatever that looks like for you today. Just be present with your choices and breathe. When you make your way into down dog, extend your left leg behind you. Step it all the way forward. Help it forward if it needs it. When you get there, walk the hands forward, bend the right knee and springboard. Step that right leg up, little pause and standing out. And then release the right foot down next to the left, forward fold. You might bend the knees a lot or a little, release the head, take a nice full breath. Ground through the legs, inhale, come up halfway, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. And reverse swan dive all the way up. And hands to the heart. Take a breath here. Reconnect. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Clasp your fingers, reach them up. Up and over to the right. Ground down through the left leg. Inhale up and over to the left. Ground through the right leg. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. Forward fold. Bend the knees, take the hands to the earth, step back with the left leg. Take a moment to settle into your lunge. Release the back knee to the floor, uncurl the toes. Grab hold of your blocks, if you have them. Find more space and length up on the high block. And then you might walk the right foot forward a teeny weeny bit. And then bend into that right knee, dropping into the hips a little more. So we want to make sure the right ankle is below the knee or in front of the knee, not behind it. Squeeze the inner thighs, open the heart, nice full breath. I'm going to take the left hand on a low block, so it's sturdy and safe, and the right arm floats up, little twist. Nice full breath in, full breath out. Let the right arm windmill, reach it behind you, down towards the ground, forward and up. And one more like that. Good enough. Good. Pause in your twist. And then release the hand down to the floor. Move your blocks. Curl the back toe, lift the back knee. Ground through the hands, step all the way back, plank. Move through your vinyasa or go straight into dog or child's pose. When you arrive in down dog, take a nice full breath in and out. Extend the right leg behind you. And step it forward. Up it forward if it needs. As you arrive, walk the hands forward, bend the left knee, little springboard, step it up to a standing L. And step left foot to meet right. Forward fold. Let the tailbone lift. You might even clasp elbows and hang a little deeper if that feels good to you. Release the elbows. Inhale, come up halfway, a little bend in the knees. Exhale, forward fold. And reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Full breath here. Inhale, take those arms all the way up. Exhale, sit back into chair. Let the arms reach up and out unless the shoulders are not happy there, then bring them to the heart. Let the heart lift, engage those glutes, core, inner thighs. One more breath. Press down, lift all the way up, inhale. And as you exhale, take the hands to the low back. Clasp them. Reach fingertips down, open the heart, squeeze shoulder blades together. Try not to send the hips forward. You want the hips to stay above the ankles. Another full breath here. Inhale, sweep those arms all the way up. Exhale through center, forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with the right leg. Back heel draws down, warrior two footing. Find strength in the legs, even a little bend in that back knee to come all the way up. Settle into warrior two. When you arrive, you might give the hips a little wiggle. Check in where they land in center. Check in with that front knee. If shoulders are in the ears, relax them down or take palms up and bend the elbows a little. Let the gaze go over the front fingertips, ground through all the corners of the feet. Nice full breath here. We're going to reach the arms straight up, straighten the front leg. And as you exhale, take all 10 toes to the long edge of the mat. Let the arms come down by your hips. Another full breath in, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, wide leg forward fold. Release the head. Another full breath. Inhale, come up halfway. If you have a block handy, grab it. If it's not handy, be safe and then grab it. You're going to take that long block, highest setting, underneath your heart with the left hand on it and not mirror you here. Right arm lifts out to the side for a twist. Press down, lift up, find more length from fingertip to fingertip. Another breath. Big inhale, big exhale. And then right arm releases down, but hold on, Layla. Move down through the right arm, left arm lifts. Stay in your twist. Okay. Nice full breath. Ground down, lift up. Good. And then release that hand. Come back down. Bend the knees a little bit. Bring the hands to your hips, fire up the core, and come up with a straight spine. When you arrive, take the left toes, face them towards the front of the mat. Reach the arms out wide. Coming into triangle, reach the fingertips forward and pivot. Find your triangle. Ground through the legs, find more spaciousness. Reach in all directions, including the crown of the head reaching towards the front. So try not to drop the head down. Let the spine be long and neutral. Ground through the legs, lift all the way up. We reverse our triangle, right hand to back thigh, left arm lifts, legs stay straight. Bend the left knee, warrior two. And we cartwheel down and around, back heel lifts. Walk the hands forward, right leg lifts, standing L. Bring the knee to the nose, round in. Left knee bends also. Tuck it in like a falafel. Inhale, extend the right leg, extend the head long. And then go ahead and bring it in again. Squeeze in. Inhale, extend. Find space. One more, bring it in. And then this time find space. And step the right foot to meet the left. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Hands to the heart. Big inhale. Big exhale. Bend the knees, take it to the sky. Come through center, forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Sit back with the left foot. Back heel draws down behind you. Ground through the legs. Even let that left knee have a bend to fire up the muscles to lift you all the way up into warrior two on the other side. Settle in here, wiggle the hips a little. Check out that front knee. Make sure all the corners of the feet are grounded and you feel into what's happening with the shoulders. Nice full breath. Inhale, stretch the arms up, straighten the front leg. As you exhale, take the toes to all 10 toes towards the long edge of the mat and release the arms down. We're going to take the heels in a little. Toes are pointing diagonally out. They're not all the way out. So they're not like a full-on plie. I think that would be the terminology. They're facing the corners of the mat. Bend the knees. You might have to adjust this for your body. Bend the knees out towards your second toe. Goddess pose. Take the hips, tailbone straight down. Knees are going out wide. Only take it as feels good to you. Hands to the heart. Yeah. Keep squeezing, grounding. You might bend the knees and drop in deeper. You might not. Nice full breath here. Make sure your bum is not sticking out. You're not leaning forward. You want to try to keep the heart above the pelvis. One more breath. Press down, lift up, straighten the arms. Take a nice big X. Beautiful. And we're coming back in, hands to heart, knees down, nice and wide, tailbone drops. But squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Try not to just be in this shape, just be the shape. Squeeze and breathe. Another breath. Sit down a little deeper, maybe. Press down, lift up, stretch it nice and long. And we take that left heel, press it back. Right toes press forward. Let's keep that front leg straight. My bad. We're going to reach as far forward as we can. Triangle. Get space. Take up space from fingertip to fingertip, hips to armpits, crown of the head to the tailbone. Another breath. Press down, lift up, and reverse it. Go ahead, come through warrior two. And we cartwheel down and around. Back heel lifts. And take the hands forward. Left leg flies up into standing L.
And bend both knees, make yourself into a falafel. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, extend. Leg behind you, crown of the head forward. Good. Take it in again. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And extend. The last one, squeeze into a ball. And extend. And step that left foot to meet the right. Forward fold, release. You might have knees nice and bent here, resting belly on thighs. Ground through the legs, reverse swan dive all the way up. Hands to the heart. Inhale, take the arms all the way to the sky. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Step back with the left leg. Ground the hands, step back into plank. Knees up or knees down, squeeze to the middle arm. Press the earth away, so there's a little push up behind the heart, little. You got this, one more breath. You can move through your vinyasa or press straight back into child's pose or down dog. And take 3 breaths in down dog or child's pose. Nice full mindful inhale, mindful exhale. Make your way into down dog if you're not there already. And extend the left leg behind. And step it forward. I'm going to suggest grabbing your blocks here. If you need to come out of posture to grab them, then do so safely, mindfully. And take the 2 blocks out in front of you a little bit. You're going to walk them forward. So I'm kind of shifting my body back so that I'm in space. And then the right leg's going to float up. We're going to find a modified warrior 3. Okay. Now, option to stay just like this, or ground through the left hand and open up the hips and lift up onto the right fingertips. Toes will be facing to the right. Flex that foot and either stay there or start to lift the right arm, opening up into half moon. So options, modified warrior 3, working towards half moon or hanging out in half moon. If you're in half moon, you might ground down and lift up to left fingertips. You might even hover that left hand. One more breath. Begin to mindfully release the right hand down, square the hips to the floor. We're going to let the right foot go all the way back, low lunge, walk those blocks back. Hands to the earth. Step it back. If you want a vinyasa, take a vinyasa. If you want child's pose, take that. We'll take 3 or 4 breaths to move through whatever you want. Whatever you need. Nice full breath. Taking your way into down dog if you're not there already. Right leg's going to lift behind you. And step that right leg all the way forward. Help it forward if it needs it. Grab your blocks on the high setting and walk them out in front of you. Ground through the right leg. Start to let the left leg float up. Warrior 3 modified with the hands down. Those hips square for right now. If you want to stay there, stay there. If you like to open up the left hip, keep that left foot flexed. And then maybe the left arm lifts. And half moon. Keep flexing that left foot if that leg is lifted. Another breath. Remember, if you want to prop up onto right fingertips or float that right hand, really engage the core to do that. Wherever you are. Let's mindfully release the left hand down if it's lifted. Square the hips. We're gonna let that left leg go all the way back. Little lunge. Yeah. Take the hands to the earth. Step it back to plank. We've got a vinyasa, dog, or child's pose, but we will all meet in child's pose. Beautiful. Find your breath. Nice full inhale, full exhale. Or option to stay in child's pose for the next 3 to 4 breaths, or come to sit on your heels. Nice mindful breathing, feeling your practice, being present with whatever you're feeling. Maybe using the exhale to start to slow things down by lengthening it. If you're in child's pose, put your hands under your shoulders, slowly lift your torso. And we'll all take the hips to one side and just take those legs out in front. Make sure you have a block handy. You might put it between thighs. Squeeze inner thighs together. If you don't do that, just have it by your side and lower down one vertebra at a time. Or use your elbows and come down the more express route. When you get down to the ground, take a nice full breath to receive the earth. Let's stretch that right leg up towards the sky. Cross the ankle over the thigh, let the knee press away from you. Either stay there or gently pull that left knee into the chest. Keep that right foot flexed and breathe. And roll a little from side to side if you choose. Let's full breaths in and out. And let's release the left foot to the floor. Send the right leg straight up towards the sky to square the hips. And then go ahead and bend the knee and place it down to the ground. Take a nice full belly breath. Left leg goes straight up. Flex the foot. Cross ankle over thigh. Let the left knee press away from you. And either decide to stay there or pull the right knee into the chest. Soften the jaw and the face. Nice full breath. Or 2 or 3. Big inhale, big exhale. Gently release the right foot to the floor, left leg goes straight up, squaring off the hips, and then place that foot to the ground. Nice big belly breath here. A little bit of core work. We're just going to press the low back towards the earth, pull the tummy in, let the knees lift above the hips, flex the feet. So we do not want the knees in front of the hips. You want them above the hips. So right there, your core is probably fired up already. Keep the low back pressing into the floor to keep that core engaged. Take the hands to the tops of the thighs. Press the hands into the knees and press the knees back into the hands or the thighs, rather. Yeah. So hands are pressing against the thighs are pressing against the hand, core is working, it might be shaking. Breathe. Keep that low back pressing into the floor. You lift the shake. And on your next, I'm going to talk really slow, keep us here longer. Take a breath in, take a breath out, and just bring the knees into the chest. And a little roll from side to side.
And then place the feet to the floor with bent knees. Grab your block. Oops. If you don't have a block, you can use a blanket or a pillow or nothing. It works with nothing as well. Walk under the sacrum. Hang out here. Take a nice full breath in and out. Might feel good to extend one leg, heel to the ground. Keep that left foot flexed if it's the left leg's long. Nice full breath. Right leg or the bent leg is grounded and strong, and we engage the core and lift the straight leg, put it back, and switch. Right leg goes long, flex that foot. Nice full breath. Good. Ground into the left leg, with the right leg, come back in. Now option, if it felt good, you can do both legs on board, or take the legs and flip them up, knees above hips, or feet above hips, whichever you choose. Wherever you are, let it be effortless. Try to find just some presence, some beingness. Focus on your breath. Focus on the rise and fall of the belly. Inhaling and exhaling. You might even say that to yourself if the mind is very busy. Letting the legs dangle if they're up high. They can dance and sway. They don't need to look a certain way. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Sorry, I'm cracking myself up over here. Let's take 2 mindful breaths wherever you are. Very gently and mindfully lower the feet to the earth if they are lifted. Feel the connection of the foot to the ground. Engage the glutes, lift the hips, move the block aside, lower down intentionally, slowly. When you land to the earth, you might take the feet a little wider, do a little windshield wiper, just massage out the hips safely lower down. Come to center. Knees to the chest, give yourself a hug, a tight squeeze. Be grateful for something. You would feel it in your heart. Don't just think about it. And then we release everything for Shavasana. Let the legs go long if that serves you today, or give yourself some props. Support the knees or blanket over the body. Allow yourself to get comfortable so you can drop in. Let go. Embrace the beingness of your human self. Just allow. Let the body breathe you. You don't need to do anything. begin to bring awareness in. No need to change anything, just notice your body, your breath, the space around you. How things are showing up in this moment without judgment. And then choosing to deepen the breath. Fuller inhale, fuller exhale. And then choosing to wake the body with some gentle movement. Just let the movement be organic as you find your way into a bigger stretch. When you feel ready, bring yourself over to one side. And just come to rest in the fetal position. When you do arrive there, a nice full breath into the back of the heart and exhale into the support from Mother Earth. Gently use the top arm to press yourself all the way up to a comfortable seat. As you arrive, find length from the spine. Shoulders roll back so the heart can shine forward. Allow the tailbone to ground down as the crown of the head floats up. We all meet with our awareness at heart center. And the palms together there. And from my heart to yours, we'll close with a cleansing breath. Please join me. Nice full inhale. Nice full exhale. We bow down to honor that place that lives within each and every one of us. And we unite as one in beauty and wisdom. Namaste.